Hey everybody, happy Friday. Adam Haverstock here, Director of Government Affairs and Tourism for the Greater Conejo Valley Chamber of Commerce, here with your Capital Connection. 5 things to know for July 30th, 2021. Okay, first things first, we need to thank the sponsor of our Capital Connection, and we have a new sponsor this month. It's Athens Services. You can check out their website at athens1000oaks.com. Thank you so much for sponsoring. If you are interested in sponsoring the Capital Connection, you can contact me at the Chamber of Commerce. You'll get a shout out like this in the video, and you'll get your logo on the bottom of the presentation. Number 1, Takeda breaks ground on a $126 million expansion project. So you may have not have heard of Takeda, but you probably have heard of Baxter, who has been a company in Thousand Oaks since the 1990s. They are now called Takeda, and they are going to be expanding their facility in Thousand Oaks and spending $126 million investing it into improving their facility. They did break ground. Here's a photo from the groundbreaking on July 22nd. They're going to be building out their manufacturing operations to support new product lines and probably going to be hiring some new people to work in our community. So at the Chamber, we're very excited about this. We've been working very hard to try and provide workforce housing and also mixed-use development to create the kind of lifestyle that appeals to the young professionals that are going to be ideal candidates for these jobs. So we're very excited to see Takeda expanding in our community. Speaking of workforce housing, number 2, Caruso files a formal application for workforce housing at the lakes. If you haven't heard of Caruso, they're the developer that built the lakes in Thousand Oaks and also the promenade at Westlake in Thousand Oaks. They submitted this project for a pre-screen review to the city of Thousand Oaks earlier this year, and it was approved on a 5-0 vote, and so now they've filed their formal application. So you can see a picture of the new building on this is a map of the lakes below, and you can see in the bottom left corner of the parking lot is where they're planning on building this building. It's going to be about 165 units, which is well below what they were entitled to build on this property. It was over 200 units they were allowed to. And they've set it back in the very southwest corner, so it's as far away from Thousand Oaks Boulevard as possible. It's right up next to the Civic Arts Plaza and next to the freeway, so it's not going to affect anyone's scenic views. We're very excited to see this project moving forward, too. The Chamber did endorse the project during the pre-screen process, and we did have Chamber members and staff go and speak in support of it at that time. Number 3, a bipartisan group of U.S. senators have reached a deal on an infrastructure bill. So this is very cool. This has been a priority of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce for the year, and it also is something that at the Greater Conejo Valley Chamber of Commerce we have been in support of. We've joined some coalitions in support of infrastructure. They reached a deal on Wednesday morning, and then they voted to open debate on the bill on Wednesday evening. Here's the thing. There's no actual bill in writing, in text yet, so there's no details of this bill that we can look at and review and know if it's something that we're officially going to support at the end. Apparently, negotiators have reached a deal and they have details put together. The White House put out a memo that says what is in the bill, and I'm going to link to that in the comments below. But we don't really know what's in the bill until it's actually in text and online, so we are waiting to see what's in that. So according to the news articles written about the infrastructure bill, it's going to spend $1.2 trillion over 8 years with $600 billion in new spending. So look for the comments below where I will have a link to where you can see the information about that infrastructure bill, and we're looking forward to seeing that passing. Number 4, Ventura County Business Assistant Grant details are released. So I did report in the last Capital Connection that the Ventura County Board of Supervisors had approved additional grants, and now we have the details about how to apply for those grants. So first of all, if you already received grant funding from the County of Ventura, you are automatically signed up to get this additional $5,000. So you don't have to do anything. They're going to take your existing information and send you an additional $5,000. New recipients, those are small businesses with a revenue of up to $2.5 million or nonprofit organizations, can apply to get this grant, and they'll get the original $5,000 that's already been issued and the additional $5,000 coming up for a total of $10,000. They're going to need to apply when the portal opens up on August 19th, and they're going to need to apply at vcbusinessgrants.org. I will link to that in the comments below. Number 5, the Chamber testifies at the California Citizens Redistricting Commission. So the California Citizens Redistricting Commission is a 14-member body that redraws the lines for state assembly, state senate, and Congress. And they do this every 10 years after the U.S. Census to account for changes in population throughout the state. And the commission is made up of 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans, and 4 that are from neither major party. So they can be a no party preference voter, or they can be from a third party like the Green Party or the Libertarian Party or something like that. So this group got together on July 21st to take public input about the California Central Coast from residents in our area. And specifically, they were saying, what are the communities of interest within the Central Coast that should stay together within legislative districts? And so the chamber provided testimony, and we advocated that the city of Thousand Oaks is a community of interest, and that it shouldn't be split up into multiple legislative districts. However, though, the city of Thousand Oaks is not big enough to be an entire congressional district, for instance. And so if we're going to combine Thousand Oaks with other cities, we would prefer to be combined with Ventura County as opposed to the city of Los Angeles. Now, we provided that input at that meeting last week, but there are still opportunities to provide feedback. The first way is to go to wedrawthelinesca.org, and I will link to that in the comments below, and provide a written comment about your community of interest. The other way is that they're going to have another hearing via Zoom on Friday, August 27th. And when the details of that hearing are released, we will distribute it at the chamber. In the meantime, we will have linked to wedrawthelinesca.org in the comments below, so you can find the information there when it's ready. So you can go make a written comment, or you can provide public testimony as well, and we would encourage you to do so. And that'll do it for this month's Capital Connection. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. I really hope you like it. It would really help us out if you would like us, if you would subscribe. If you're on YouTube, it's a subscribe and a like. If you're on Facebook, it's a like and a share. Please write a comment too. I'd love to hear more about what you think about the videos so I can make them better for the future. Thank you very much. We'll see you next month.